Hey, it's Allison with My LA Travels, and I've just returned from Excellence Riviera Cancun. For those who follow this channel, you know I absolutely love the Excellence brand resorts, and this was my fourth property to visit. This was a quick 3-night stay, and we tried to hit as much as we could while there. So I can't wait to share all my thoughts and give you a full tour. And as always, if you have any questions at all about Riviera Cancun or this video, just leave them in the comments and I will respond. And if you find it helpful, please like and subscribe below. Excellence Riviera Cancun is an adults-only, all-inclusive, located in Cancun, Mexico, and is just about a 20-minute ride from the airport. Excellence brands have 2 levels of room categories: regular rooms and Excellence Club rooms, which have access to exclusive areas of the property and other perks and upgrades as well. This resort was built in 2004 and was originally a secrets resort, but 3 years later, it was taken over by the Excellence brand as their first property, I believe. So since it's 20 years old, it is definitely not as new and modern as some of the other resorts in the Excellence collection. Riviera Cancun considers their style to be Mexican hacienda. There are definitely aspects to the resort that show its age, like the type of marble they have, more thatched roofs, and the overall decor. But I still thought it was beautiful and it didn't affect my stay in any way. Something different about the layout of the resort here that I really liked was the main lobby was kind of on the side of the resort versus at the back of the resort. So a lot of the restaurants, bars, and lounges were closer to the beach area compared to some of the other Excellence properties. It's something small to note, but something I actually really liked about it. Okay, first off, let's talk about pools. I really like the pool options here at Excellence Riviera Cancun. I would say all the pools at this resort are lagoon-style pools. The main pool area is the activities pool and is definitely the most active pool on the property. You have a huge swim-up bar in there, which I think is the largest one I've seen at Excellence resorts. And then the pool connects actually to another pool along some swim-up rooms. There's a big Excellence Club pool up by the beach that has a club bar and swim-up rooms. This is actually where we stayed this trip. There's one other small Excellence Club pool in front of Building 9 as well. And then there is a large pool that winds through the back of the resort and is almost like a lazy river, although I don't know that it has a strong current, but I really liked this back area. It's off by the spa and very quiet. This would be a great recommendation to hang out if you weren't doing a club room and you were looking for a more quiet area to hang out. There were even some non-club swim-up rooms here, and that would be a great option as well. There were also plenty of chairs around each pool area and even some Bali-style beds, but I will say those do get snatched up pretty quickly in the mornings. I never felt like it was too crowded anywhere around the pools, and there was always a spot available, with the exception of maybe the main pool area. Compared to Excellence Playa Mujeres in Mexico, this resort definitely didn't seem as crowded. At times at Playa Mujeres, I feel like you can definitely be playing the chair game unless you get up really early in the morning to claim a spot, and I didn't feel like that was the case here at Riviera Cancun. Excellence Riviera Cancun is more of a deep property, but it has a decent beach area. I would say it is more deep versus long as opposed to Excellence Oyster Bay in Jamaica. The sand was super soft, white, and fine, and I really loved it. On the beach there are 2 sections to hang out. On one side, you have the Excellence Club area that has beach chairs with thatched umbrellas, some beach beds along the front of the ocean that have no shade. This would be a great spot for sunbathing. And then they have some shaded beach beds along the back side of the beach up by the club pool area. We had great service here with someone always coming to check on us to make sure we had all the drinks we wanted. There's also some beach bed cabanas you can rent with service in the middle of the beach. Off the beach area here in Excellence Riviera Cancun, they have 2 permanent piers going out into the water. There definitely are older and nothing spectacular about them, but it is a great spot to go out over the ocean. We even saw a couple get engaged there. The ocean right in front of the resort is roped off and has a barrier that tries to keep out the seaweed. It does a decent job of it, but you will still see some seaweed. I will say the grounds crew, though, did a fabulous job of raking it and moving it off the shore each day. The ocean water here, though, is not clear by any means. My husband and I aren't huge get in the ocean people. We prefer hanging out on the beach. So we like looking out at the ocean, so we didn't mind the water. But if that is a huge deal to you, then it could be a deal breaker. Now, for those who love a spa experience like me, you have to check out the Millie Spa, which is a staple across all Excellence resorts. We felt like the one here at Riviera Cancun might be the most beautiful one. It has a very dramatic 2-story open-air entrance that blew us away. One of my favorite services at Millie Spa at all Excellence resorts is the hydrotherapy. If you haven't done it before, I don't want to give too much away, but it has different hot and cold water features and different pools that are an unbelievable experience. The hydrotherapy circuit is complimentary before any of your spa services, with the exception of the salon. If you book an Excellence Club level room, though, you do get a standalone hydrotherapy circuit once during your stay. I will say, after having done the hydrotherapy at 3 other Excellence resorts, this one was much shorter. There were multiple features we normally do that we didn't get to this time. And so I don't know if it was standard here or we just happened to get a bad day, but we were a little bit disappointed by that. I think, though, if you've never done the hydrotherapy before and you didn't know better, you would love it. Millie Spa features many other great services, including massages, facials, body treatments, nail and hair services. They also have a beachfront massage area if you enjoy having a massage out by the ocean. You can book any services when you arrive at the resort or ahead of time by emailing the spa. If you do decide to book ahead of time for other services, you usually get a 20% discount. So make sure and check out Millie Spa. It's a wonderful spot I always look forward to going to. Now, let's talk food. Excellence Riviera Cancun features 11 restaurants, one of which is exclusive to Excellence Club level rooms, plus a coffee shop, snack shop, a food truck, sports bar, pool and beach service, and 24-hour room service. Most restaurants here are concepts that you'll find across all Excellence resorts. There's Oregano, all things Italian, open for lunch and dinner, al fresco over the main pool. Lobster House, your seafood stop, open for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, also over the main pool next to Oregano. Spice features Asian cuisine and sushi, as well as the hibachi and the Korean barbecue, which is the only place you will need a reservation at the resort. The Korean barbecue is amazing, and we hadn't seen it at any other Excellence resorts. There are only 2 two-person tables, and I believe 3 seatings a night, so definitely book this at check-in if you want. It is a set menu with several courses, and we believe it was a wonderful hidden gem that you should definitely try and book. There's also the grill, and it's a classic steakhouse concept with several meat cut options. The kitchen table has a wonderful breakfast buffet. Plus, at this resort, they actually have an a la carte lunch option as well. The sports bar for some drinks and snacks, and a great option to watch a game. Chez Isabelle is an upscale French restaurant that does require men to wear long pants and a collared shirt. But there are some incredible dishes here, and usually this spot is a favorite among guests. Basmati for Indian food. We personally haven't eaten here as we aren't big Indian food people, but I've heard amazing things. Flavor Market for tapas. Agave for all your Mexican food needs. This restaurant at Riviera Cancun is alfresco only. Los Olas is a beach buffet open for lunch. And then there's also a food truck by the main theater area that is open in the evenings. Aroma is the coffee shop that has snacks, sandwiches, and desserts throughout the day. I will say the Aroma placement at this resort is in the main lobby upstairs and kind of hard to find. It's very small and doesn't offer ice cream or gelato like other resorts do. So we felt like it wasn't a convenient stop to grab something. At the pool bar Soul, you can get some snacks and oven pizza throughout the day. You'll also find Magna, the club exclusive restaurant that also requires nicer attire and has upscale options. Here you can get the amazing 45-ounce tomahawk steak. Don't miss out on this one. While all these restaurants are seen across all Excellence resorts, each property does have some unique menu items, so they aren't all the same food offerings. There's also a poolside menu where you can order food from servers. They also have 24-hour room service, and if in an Excellence Club level room, they have an upgraded menu for you as well. Here at Excellence Riviera Cancun, they also have a Mexican night, usually on Fridays. At the main theater area, they set up a big buffet with gorgeous food and drink displays. They set up tables for people to sit out, and they have a mariachi band playing. We didn't end up eating here as we had other places that we wanted to try, but this is another fun option you can do for food once during your stay. When you arrive, check the Excellence app though for the restaurant schedule as it's often changing and not all places are open every night. If you have some places that you really want to make sure and check out, I'd recommend planning ahead of time where to go each night to make sure it'll be open when you want. And pro tip, if you don't think you'll have time to hit all the restaurants you want, do a progressive dinner. Go to a couple of places in one night. That's actually what we did on this trip since we were there for such a short stay. And if you don't like something, order something else. Don't let it ruin your night. Not every dish is a winner, but there are a lot of great options. I don't know if I've mentioned this before in any of my other videos, but Excellence heavily relies on their app. So much so that they don't provide any physical menus at their restaurants. You have to use the app to look at all food and drink offerings. I know some people hate this as they like to try and completely disconnect when on vacation. But in a post-COVID world, that's how Excellence is running their resorts. We personally don't find it to be a huge deal, but I just wanted to call that out. Excellence Riviera Cancun offers some standard room options that you'll see across most Excellence properties. They have junior suites, swim-ups, and 2-story rooftop terrace suites with plunge pools, all of which have options of either club rooms or regular rooms. In addition, a couple of extra club options are honeymoon suites and imperial suites. For our stay, we decided to try out an Excellence Club swim-up junior suite with an ocean view. We've personally never done a swim-up suite, so we decided to try it this time. We were in Building 8 and were right off the Excellence Club pool. We really liked this location as it was the closest building to the beach. Inside our suite, we had double vanity sinks, a toilet, walk-in shower, a jacuzzi tub, and a closet. I will note that most other Excellence resorts that we've been to have had walk-in closets, and Riviera Cancun didn't. So it was definitely the smallest closet we had. But we were only there 3 nights this time, so it wasn't a huge deal. You will have a mini bar setup, a king-size bed with 2 nightstands, a TV, and then a sunken living room with a desk, a couch, and a small chair. When you walked outside to our patio, we had a small couch, a couple of chairs and a table, as well as a pool bed. There was also another outdoor jacuzzi tub, which isn't very private, so I'm not sure how much those get used. But we really enjoyed being off the club pool as there was a club bar right there with servers. They would constantly check on us from our patio to see if we needed anything. So we really loved having service right to our room. I know that some people ask about the sun situation, especially if you have a swim-up room with a bed. We traveled Labor Day weekend in 2024 and we were in Building 8. Our pool bed had sun in the mornings until a little bit after 1 p.m. So we like to be in the shade a lot unless we're in the pool. So what we did is we hung out at the beach in the morning under our umbrella. And then in the afternoon after lunch, we usually headed up to our swim-up room and hung out in our pool bed and alternated between there and the pool for the rest of the afternoon until dinner time. After trying a swim-up room for the first time, we really did enjoy it. We loved the ease and access to the pool and to the beach being on the first floor. It's definitely not as private as maybe, say, the 2-story rooftop room, but the ease made it a winner for us. If you've stayed in this room type or any others at this resort, I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments. Now let's talk nightlife. Excellence isn't really known for having a party scene late into the night. They typically have a few scheduled activities in the evening with a main stage show with different themes each night. While we were there, they had a Mexican heritage night, a Michael Jackson show, and an elegant circus. For this trip, since it was so short, we ended up doing 2 restaurants a night, so we didn't end up having time for the main shows. But when we've been to other Excellence resorts, we have really enjoyed them. I will say if you're looking for a vibrant late night party scene, you may want to check a different resort brand, as Excellence typically isn't the resort to get that type of an experience. Now let's talk about Excellence Club. Should you do it? For me, it's a no-brainer. I've stayed in an Excellence Club room during all of my visits to Excellence resorts. With the exclusive upgraded restaurants, expanded room service menu, access to exclusive pools, bars, and beach areas, the hydrotherapy service, upgraded in-room mini bars, club bars with top shelf liquor, prime room locations, and more concierge service, I feel like it definitely allows me to have an overall better vacation. Here at Excellence Riviera Cancun, the club, lounge, bar, and restaurant are located on the 2nd floor of the main lobby area. I have to say, I think this is my favorite Excellence Club lounge I've been to. The setup and the decor was so inviting and relaxing, I just wanted to spend time in there. While some club lounges at other resorts have a small section of hors d'oeuvres, here they seem to have a bigger offering. They had one table that had all savory options and the other had all sweet options. Again, I was pretty obsessed with the look of the Excellence Club lounge here, and I can't say enough great things about it. I will say it's important to note that Excellence Club is a room type, not just a service that you can add on to any room. So you must be staying in an Excellence Club level room. You'll still have a great time without it, so I don't want you to think it's a must-have, but I do very much enjoy it. If you are looking to book a specific set of dates and there are no Excellence Club rooms available, I have actually helped people book refundable regular rooms, and then we kept an eye on it, and if any Excellence Club rooms opened up later for those dates, we would just do a simple cancel and rebook with the Excellence Club room. So overall, you're gonna have an amazing time at Excellence Riviera Cancun. The resort is beautiful, the food is great, and to me, the service is impeccable. Mexico wins on their level of service. Compared to all the other resorts I've been to, the Mexico Excellence properties, hands down, have the best service. I do still give the nod to Excellence Oyster Bay in Jamaica for their layout and their unique room categories, so be sure to check out my Oyster Bay video in my channel. But to be clear, you're gonna have a great time at any Excellence resort. If you want to hear more about Excellence El Carmen in the Dominican Republic, I also did a video highlighting this resort. I've booked Excellence resort vacations for countless number of people, so please reach out and let me help you book your next vacation. The Excellence brand is really my favorite, so I love helping people book here and finding the best resort and room options for them. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments, or you can email me directly at allison@myallytravels.com. And what I'm really looking forward to most is my next Excellence trip to a brand new resort in Mexico, Excellence Coral Playa Mujeres, which opens in early 2025. I'm planning on being there opening weekend to give you guys a full review, so make sure to like and subscribe below so that you can see that. Until next time, this is Allison with My Ally Travels.